Hello and welcome back to my Berlin salon. What you're about to see are the 4 days of Bikemas that I aptly named them as I picked up my motorcycle in Hamburg. Well, I picked it up in Hamburg, and then some stuff happened, but you'll see, so please enjoy. Hello, it is Bikemas. The day of the bike is here, and I'm at the shop. It is 9 o'clock on the dot when they open, so I have to shop all to myself, and I'm looking for boots because it's the last thing I need. And then at 10, the motorcycle shop opens, so it's a very exciting day. It was also a very, very pleasant way to get here on the train, knowing that on the way back I would just enjoy the scenery, being part of it, being on the motorcycle. Okay, let's try on some boots. Okay, so slim pickings for the upcoming winter season, but I think I have a winner. I think I'm going with these guys because this is the short variant of those. With motorcycle boots, it's very hard for me because this is like a regular boot sole because I like to walk around, right? And not a lot of motorcycle boots actually have this. Most of them actually look like this. Also gonna pick myself another pair of socks just in case, and I think I'm set, ready to go. Hello and welcome to some of the last meters I will walk without having a motorcycle. It is freaking freezing. It is so cold. There is ice on every single car I see, and yeah, I'm very glad that I brought basically 2 sets of thermals that I might wear. So I'm a motorcycle riding onion. I also saw a car from Denmark, so maybe I see that as a sign that I will make it to Denmark, and also back. Hopefully not as a popsicle. All right, off to get the bike. Hee hee, I'm here. Whee! And we're back at the shop because the boots just like dug into the size of my foot. My ankles are toast, so I'm trying to exchange them for a better fitting pair. Then I'm actually set. Hello, it is the end of today's day of Bikemas. I'm sporting a very fashionable balaclava. Yeah, I didn't go anywhere. I stayed in Hamburg because the Airbnb host didn't get back to me in time. But I'm gonna head up to Denmark tomorrow. We'll see. It was a fantastic day, even though it is freezing cold, but there was not a cloud on the sky. And my whole body, leaving the dealership, was shaking. And I think it was not only from the cold, but also the adrenaline, because I haven't been riding a bike in 6 years, as you know. So, but it was literally like, dare I say, like riding a bicycle. You just don't forget it. It was like that didn't happen. Like I was riding all along. Anyway, thank you so much for your patience, and I see you tomorrow. Woo! Possibly in Denmark or somewhere else. I don't know. All right, bye. Hello, it is day 2 of Bikemas, and today I'm going to Tønder, which is a city in Denmark I probably horribly pronounced because it's just over the border. And then I'm heading back to a town called Schleswig, which is known for its Viking museum. And then I'm heading back to Hamburg. That's the rough plan for the next 2 days. First, though, I gotta get breakfast. And I modified my helmet, so maybe something's happening. Or maybe it's too cold and the battery dies. There's only one way to find out. I moved my phone holder from here to here because what I didn't know is that I cannot see any of this when it's like close here. Also, this might be entirely useless because my phone dies so fast in the cold when I run the GPS. So yeah, that's something I need to figure out. I didn't opt for the USB option for the battery because I thought it would come with it. And then the dealership was like, oh, sorry, we got this wrong. It doesn't. I used to want it. I was like, ugh. It was too expensive at the time, so I didn't. Might just retrofit that. I don't know yet. But not today. Today I will escape the snow. No, actually go further towards the snow. But, you know, first I need to find breakfast. So let's go for a ride. Alright, I made it to breakfast. Bad news, number one. I drove for 22 minutes and my phone battery is down by 1/4. So yeah. Also, my gloves are not warm enough and I cannot feel the tips of my fingers anymore. So I might postpone Denmark because I can't ride like this on the highway or on the country roads because it's too, the wind is just too much. I'll figure something out. Maybe I'll just wait until tomorrow and get warmer gloves. And then just do everything in one day. Which doesn't sound like a smart idea. But technically none of this is. So at least it's keeping the theme. I need breakfast. You know, the really sad thing about this is that yes, there are flurries in the sky and it's cold and whatever, is that walking around, it's not that bad. It's just being on the bike. It's significantly colder. I just didn't know how much because I haven't been on a bike for so long. Yeah, I'm just gonna go straight up as far as I can go to get some miles on the bike and see how far I make it before I freeze. So, as you can see, sun came out halfway through the trip up here, and it's absolutely gorgeous, like so nice. It's still freezing cold, but at least it's sunny. And I'm actually inspired to go all the way up to Denmark, but tomorrow, because if I do it now, I will have to ride back in the dark, and that's not fun. Especially not with all the ice I see on the side of the road. My helmet is already covered in salt and soot. So, yep, it's definitely winter. Or winter is coming at least, and everybody's preparing for it. And yeah, I look absolutely gorgeous because I'm wearing this balaclava the entire time against the wind. Which brings me to this. I'm sorry I couldn't film any of this. Maybe tomorrow, I try. But the mount that I got, because I don't want to stick anything on my helmet, I got this mount that like straps down here by the chin. But if I strap it on, I can't close the visor. And it's really cold. So I'm a wuss. That's why you don't get any footage. I did get like a gorilla pod and try to like clamp that on the handlebars somehow. But I forgot the little GoPro mount, so that'll have to wait until later to show me. First fall, my first ride out. It's because of this freaking like uneven cobblestone, and like the whole parking lot is just that. So the old man that helped me get the bike back up just told me to put it here in the corner. What I can also tell you is that exactly for falls of any kind is why I installed these, which protrude a little bit out. So now I don't have a scratched exhaust or engine or even worst case tank, and these are now worn in two. I thought when I heard a crack that it actually like went all the way in here, but it didn't. It's just like hit the plastic and that's it. And now they're kind of scuffed up there, but that doesn't really matter. So yeah, was it still terrifying because the bike just went sideways on me? Yeah, very much so, it always is. But that's exactly why I got those installed, the bars, for the engine. And for the handlebars, because I knew that when it falls, my leg won't be caught and my hands are still fine. Okay, I'm gonna use the last minutes of the sun to possibly walk over to the museum, which might still be open. I won't go in though because it's too late, but I want to show you the little settlement. Alright, I'm on here filming, and I'm using my my helmet as my tripod, you know, doing like sweeping shots. And then over there, pointing there with my camera there, that's where the Viking settlement is that they rebuilt. And I tried to get there. Also, have you ever been like going somewhere? And you're like, oh no, it's too cold. Like I don't really want to go anywhere right now. And then like the sun just opens up and gives you like this gorgeous golden glow all over the land. Like how lucky. How lucky. And I'm so happy that I can share this with you. All right, onward. Well, it's closed now, but behind me is the settlement. Very cool. So usually the first weekend of November, there is a fall market, and it happens in the museum, which is all the way over there with the golden trees, and some of it is also happening in these huts when the weather is nice. So I'm glad that I actually was able to walk all the way over here, and the weather is absolutely gorgeous. And I know that I repeat myself, but it's also freezing. But yeah, it's very cool. And I hope you enjoy this as well. I'm not gonna go fetch dinner and hopefully get to the place where I sleep before it gets dark. Possibly not, no, probably not. So here you can see how the whole thing used to look like, and how it was found, and how it was built. And then down there it actually tells you it's closed from November to March. But when it's not, you can go through all these huts over there. And then over there, you can kind of see, is the museum. And then this is the bay where all the ships used to land. And then you follow that all the way over there, and there's the Baltic Sea and eventually Denmark. So yeah, very, very cool, very, very gorgeous. God, it's so gorgeous. So blessed with this light. Oh, amazing. All right, laters. And this is the Museum of Harabu. Sure, sort of for the shoddy viewpoint, but the gate's already locked. And what you see is like, basically it's inspired by longboats being turned upside down to create houses. And it's very cool. You should definitely come when you have the chance. Hello. This weirdly low-res video is brought to you by my iPad because my phone has been dead and is charging over there. Yeah, it's been quite a day, and maybe yeah, I don't really know. Reminiscing over what happened today, including but not limited to freezing my fingertips and freezing in general, and the fall, of course. Let's see that again, by the way. Yep, excellent. It's weirdly rewarding because I installed safety bars on the handles and the engine for this exact reason, and and it worked. So in an odd way, I feel satisfied, but I also am deeply embarrassed. Okay, well, I better hit the hay and get some much needed sleep. I've been up since yesterday at 4 to take the train to Hamburg, and then like slept somewhat into today. Tomorrow is going back to Hamburg via some road that is hopefully sunny. Oh, I don't know if I go to Denmark yet or not. Possibly not, because it's just like a little detour I can't really afford. But yeah, onwards to day 3. And on day 4 is already back to Berlin. Whoa. Okay. Have a good day. Bye-bye. Hello, and good morning to day 3 of Bikemas. Day 3 of me not becoming a popsicle. Or at least I try not to.
But look at my poor bike. Look at my poor bike. There's ice on it.
So yeah, the sun is just coming up, and I just sadly have to go straight back to Hamburg because I'm going to shop to get warmer gloves because I like my fingers and I like to keep them. Just look at my poor bike, it's covered in ice. Oh. I'm wearing level 3 armor underneath all this. Thermal armor, that is. Because it's freaking cold. Oh, yay! What a great way to start day 4 and the last day of Bikemas. It has been a severe weather warning for today. Yeah, I'm not happy about that. It's crunching under my feet, and it's the ice. Why did I do this? I mean, look at my poor baby. There's icicles. Icicles! What the hell? Yeah, I was out in t-shirt and shorts 2 weeks ago, and now I have, ice on my bike, and my side cases are frozen shut. So it might not surprise you that I'm not going to Berlin today, because not only do I have my inspection still coming up, but it also will be dark by the time it's done. And I'm not riding in this because I've been dead tired after only riding 2 hours in this. This is fine. This is fine. Few things are as sad as a biker who has to abandon the bike and now walk in the icy rain to the bus to then take the train back to Berlin. You're also looking at the proud owner and finisher of a collection that he never wanted to have, which is all levels of Uniqlo thermal underwear, of which there are 3, I'll let you know. It's severe weather warning and me not being able to feel my fingertips after riding for 20 minutes in this morning made me even more certain that I need to abandon the bike for another weekend when it's actually nice out. I'm proud of it, but also proud of it because you gotta know your limits. This has been my first ride after all in 6 or 7 years, and while I'm toasty everywhere else, my fingertips, well, that's a whole different issue. It is the 4th day of Bikemas, and I will possibly get my bike back for actual Christmas. We'll see. Because now, it's like the weather is super bad. And of course the next 2 weekends will be rather nice, but I can't leave Berlin for the next 2 weekends. Yeah, overall, know your limits. Leave the ego at the door. Take your breaks and ride safe. These are the messages that I have for you. If you're a biker or just a regular car enthusiast, it doesn't go well when you go over what you put yourself through. You know, sometimes you should, you know, but most of the times, pick the safe side. Pick the safe side. All right, my hand is freezing off, so I'm gonna put my glove back on. Bye. Yeah, one thing that I definitely underestimated was just how tired you get in the cold riding at any speed, really, because you're not moving. You're just sitting there and getting the cold in your face and in your legs and into everything. It seeps into everything. It doesn't matter what gear you wear. Like, I'm wearing thermal undies, thermal shirt, a sweater, a puffy vest, and my gear on top. And yeah, I was still cold. Also, I didn't really think that wearing all this gear, walking around town is also a really bad idea. Don't do it. Like, it is so heavy. Oh my god. But on the other hand, how many people came up to me and saw that I ride a motorcycle and was asked me questions about how that goes in the winter and how nice it is and how long I've been riding and everything. And it's generally a really nice experience. that I kind of missed, you know, like people just walk up to you and are nice.
Well, and there you have it. It might be the abrupt end of Bikemas, but Bikemas will be back as I try to get my motorcycle before the end of the year. So here are some impressions from Hamburg as I was on my way out. And of course, I'm gonna end here. My favorite space, my favorite place in the entire city, the harbor. I hope you enjoyed this and thank you so much for watching. Bye!